ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णे दामोपगते धर्मज्ञानादिभिः सह कलौ नष्टदृशाम् एषा पुराणार्को अधुनोदितः कृष्णस्वदा sorry, श्रीमद्भागवतं पुराणममलं यत् वैष्णवानां प्रियं यस्मिन् पारमहंस्यम् एकम् अमलं ज्ञानं परं गीयते तत्र ज्ञानविरागभक्तिसहितं नैष्कर्म्यम् आविष्कृतं तत् शृण्वन् सुपठन् विचारणो परो भक्त्या विमुच्य नरः सर्ववेदान्तसारं हि श्रीभागवतमिष्यते तद् रसामृततृप्तस्य नान्यत्र स्यात् रतिः क्वचेत् य एतत् श्रावयन् नित्यं यामक्षणम् अनन्यदीः श्लोकम् एकं ददार्धं वा पादं पादार्धम् एव वा श्रद्धवान् यो अनुशृणुयात् पुनाति आत्मानम् एव सः कृष्णतुल्य भागवत विभु सर्वाश्रया प्रतिश्लोके प्रति अक्षरे अक्षर अव्यय नाना अर्थकया प्रेममया भागवत कृष्णेर श्री अंग ताहेति कहेन यता गोप्य कृष्णेर अंग आदि मध्ये आंत्ये भागवते एकया विष्णु भक्ति नित्य सिद्ध अक्षय अव्यया भागवत शास्त्रे से भक्ति तत्व कहे तेना तेनी भागवत समा कोन शास्त्र नहे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 19, the last chapter of this canto. Just sharing the screen. By the way, thank you, Gaur Bhagwan Prabhu, that you started bookmarking. Okay. Shri Rajavacha Vratam Pumsavanam Brahman Bhavataya Udiritam Tasya Veditum Ichchami Yena Vishnu Prasidati. Maharaj Parikshit said, my dear Lord, you have already spoken about the Pumsavana Vrata vow. Now I want to hear about it in detail, for I understand that by observing this vow one can please the Supreme Lord Vishnu. Shri Sukavacha शुक्ले मार्गशिरे पक्षे योषित् भर्तुर् अनुज्ञया आरभेत व्रतम् इदं सार्वकामिक आदितः निशम्य मरुतां जन्म ब्राह्मणान् अनुमन्त्र्य च स्नात्वा शुक्लदति शुक्ले वसितालङ्कृताम्बरे पूजयेत् प्रातराशात् प्राग् भगवन्तं श्रिया सह. Shukadeva Goswami said, on the first day of the bright fortnight of the month of Agrahayana, November December, following the instructions of her husband, a woman should begin this regulative devotional service with a vow of penance, for it can fulfill all one's desires. Before beginning the worship of Lord Vishnu, the woman should hear the story of how the Maruts were born. Under the instructions of qualified Brahmanas, in the morning she should wash her teeth, bathe and dress herself with white cloth and ornaments. And before taking breakfast, she should worship Lord Vishnu and Lakshmi. अलं ते निरपेक्षाय पूर्णकाम नमोऽस्तु ते महाविभूति पतये नमः सकल सिद्धये. She should then pray to the Lord as follows. My dear Lord, you are full in all opulences, but I do not beg you for opulence. I simply offer my respectful obeisances unto you. You are the husband and the master of Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of fortune, who has all opulences. Therefore, you are the master of all mystic yoga. I simply offer my obeisances unto you. यथा त्वं कृपया भूत्या तेजसा महिमौजसा जुष्ट ईशा गुणैः सर्वैः तथोऽसि भगवान् प्रभुः. O my Lord, because you are endowed with causeless mercy, all opulences, all prowess, and all glorious strength and transcendental qualities, you are the supreme personality of Godhead, the master of everyone. विष्णुपत्नी महामाये महापुरुषलक्षणे प्रियेता मे महाभागे लोकमातर नमोऽस्तु ते. After profusely offering obeisances unto Lord Vishnu, the devotee should offer respectful obeisances unto Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, and pray as follows. O wife of Lord Vishnu, O internal energy of Lord Vishnu, you are as good as Lord Vishnu himself, for you have all of his qualities and opulences. O goddess of fortune, please be kind to me. O mother of entire world, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. ॐ नमो भगवते महापुरुषाय महानुभावाय महाविभूतिपतये सह महाविभूतिभिर्बलिम् उपहरामीति अनेन हर अहर मन्त्रेण विष्णोरावाहनार्घ्य पाद्योपस्पर्शन स्नानवास उपवीत विभूषण गन्धपुष्पधूपदीप दीपोपहारादि उपचारान् सुषमा हितोपाहरते हितोपाहरेत. My Lord Vishnu, full in six opulences, you are the best of all enjoyers and the most powerful. O husband of Mother Lakshmi, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. You are accompanied by many associates such as Vishwakshena. I offer all the paraphernalia for worshipping you. One should chant this mantra every day with great attention while worshipping Lord Vishnu with all paraphernalia such as water for washing his feet, hands, and mouth, and water for his bath. One must offer him various presentations for his worship, such as garments, a sacred thread, ornaments, scents, flowers, incense, and lamps. हविशेषं च जुहुयात् अनले द्वादशाहुति. ॐ नमो भगवते महापुरुषाय महाविभूतिपतये स्वाहेति. Shukdev Goswami continued. After worshipping the Lord with all the paraphernalia mentioned above, one should chant the following mantra while offering 12 oblations of ghee on the sacred fire. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya Mahavibhuti Swaha. श्रियं विष्णुं च वरदाव आशीषां प्रभवा उभौ भक्त्या सम्पूजयन् नित्यं यदि सर्वसम्पदः. If one desires all opulences, his duty is to daily worship Lord Vishnu and with his wife Lakshmi. With great devotion, one should worship him according to the above mentioned process. Lord Vishnu and the goddess of fortune are an immensely powerful combination. They are the bestowers of all benedictions and the sources of all good fortune. Therefore, the duty of everyone is to worship Lakshmi Narayana. प्रणमे दण्डवत् भूमौ भक्तिप्रह्वेन चेतसा दशवारं जपेन्मन्त्रं तथा स्तोत्रम् उदीरयेत्. One should offer obeisances unto the Lord with a mind humbled through devotion. While offering dandavats by falling on the ground like a rod, one should chant the above mantra 10 times. Then one should chant the following prayer. इवां तु विश्वस्य विभो जगतः कारणं परम् इयं हि प्रकृतिः सूक्ष्मा माया शक्तिर्दुरत्यया. My Lord Vishnu and Mother Lakshmi, Goddess of Fortune, you are the proprietors of the entire creation. Indeed, you are the cause of the creation. Mother Lakshmi is extremely difficult to understand because she is so powerful that the jurisdiction of her power is difficult to overcome. Mother Lakshmi is represented in the material world as the external energy, but actually, she is always the internal energy of the Lord. तस्य अधि तस्य अधीश्वर साक्षात् त्वम् एव पुरुषः परः त्वं सर्वयज्ञ इज्येयं क्रियेयं फल Bhavan. My Lord, you are the master of energy, and therefore you are the supreme person. You are sacrifice personified, yagya personified. Lakshmi, the embodiment of spiritual activities, is the original form of worship offered unto you, whereas you are the enjoyer of all sacrifices. Guna Vyaktir Iyam Devi Vyanjako गुणभुग्भवान् त्वं हि सर्वा शरीरात्मा श्रिया सर्वेन्द्रियाश इन्द्रियाशयाः नामरूपे भगवती प्रत्ययस्तव अपाश्रयः. Mother Lakshmi, who is here, is the reservoir of all spiritual qualities, whereas you manifest and enjoy all these qualities. Indeed, you are actually the enjoyer of everything. You live as the super soul of all living entities, and the goddess of fortune is the form of their bodies, senses, and minds. She also has a holy name and form, whereas you are the support of all such names and forms and the cause of their manifestation. यथा युवां त्रिलोकस्य वरदो परमेष्टिनो तथा मा उत्तमश्लोका सन्तु सत्या महाशिषः. You are both the supreme rulers and benefactors of the three worlds. Therefore, my Lord, Uttama Shloka, may my ambitions be fulfilled by your grace. इति अभीष्टूय वरदं श्रीनिवासं श्रियासः तन्निःसार्योपहरणं दत्त्वा च मनम् अर्चयेत्. Sri Shukadeva Goswami continued, thus one should worship Lord Vishnu, who is known as Srinivasa, along with Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, by offering prayers according to the process mentioned above. After removing all the paraphernalia of worship, one should offer them water to wash their hands and mouths, and then one should worship them again. तथा स्तुगीता स्तोत्रेण भक्तिप्रह्वेन चेतसा यज्ञोच्चिष्टा अवग्राह्य अवग्रा अवघ्राय पुनरभ्यर्चयेत् धरिम्. Thereafter, with devotion and humility, one should offer prayers to the Lord and Mother Lakshmi. Then one should smell the remnants of the food offered and then again worship the Lord and Lakshmi ji. पतिं च परया भक्त्या महापुरुषचेतसा प्रियैस्तैर्तैस्तैरुपनमेत् प्रेमशीला स्वयं पतिः बिभ्र्या बिभ्र्यात् सर्वकर्माणि पत्न्या उच्छावचानि च. Accepting her husband as the representative of the Supreme Person, a wife should worship him with unalloyed devotion by offering him prasadam. The husband, being very pleased with his wife, should engage himself in the affairs of his family. Kritam ekata repa sorry. Kritam ekadarenapi dampatyo ubhayo api patnyam kuryat anarhyayam patir etat samahitah. Between the husband and wife, one person is sufficient to execute this devotional service. Because of their good relationship, both of them will enjoy the result. Therefore, if the wife is unable to execute this process, the husband should carefully do so, and the faithful wife will share the result. Vishnurvatam idam bibran na vihanyat kathanchana vipran striyo virapatihi sirgandha balimandanaihi अर्चेत अहर अहर भक्त्या देवं नियमम् आश्रिता उद्वास्य देवं स्वेधाम्नि तन्निवेदितम् अग्रतः अध्यात् आत्मविशुद्धार्थ्यं विशुद्ध्यर्थं सर्वकाम समृद्धये. One should accept this Vishnu Vrata, which is a vow in devotional service, and should not deviate from its execution to engage in anything else. By offering the remnants of prasada, flower garland, sandalwood pulp, and ornaments, one should daily worship the Brahmanas and worship women who peacefully live with their husbands and children. Every day, the wife must continue following the regulated principles to worship Lord Vishnu with great devotion. Thereafter, Lord Vishnu should be laid in his bed and then one should take prasada. In this way, husband and wife will be purified and will have all their desires fulfilled. Edena puja vidhina masan dvadasahayanam nitva to paramet sadvi kartike charame hani. The chaste wife must perform such devotional service continuously for 1 year. After 1 year passes, she should fast on the full moon day in the month of Kartika, October, November. स्वभूतेऽपि स्वभूते उपस्पृश्य कृष्णम् अभ्यर्च्य पूर्ववत् पयस्त्रिनेन जुहूयाच शरुण सह सर्पिषा पाकयज्ञविधानेन द्वादशैवाहुतिः पतिः. On the morning of the next day, one should wash oneself and after worshipping Lord Krishna as before, one should cook as one cooks for festivals as stated in the Grahya Sutras. Sweet rice should be cooked with ghee, and with this preparation, the husband should offer oblations to the fire 12 times. Ashisha Sirasadaya Dijay Preetay Samiritaha Pranamya Sirasa Bhaktya Unjita Tad Anugyaya. Thereafter, he should satisfy the Brahmanas. When the satisfied Brahmanas bestow their blessings, he should devotedly offer them respectful obeisances with his head, and with their permission, he should take prasada. Acharyam agratah krutva vag yatha saha bandhubihi dadyat patye charo sesham suprajastvam sushobhagam. Before taking his meal, the husband must first sit the acharya comfortably and, along with his relatives and friends, should control his speech and offer prasada to the Guru. Then, the wife should eat the remnants of the oblations of sweet rice cooked with ghee. Eating the remnants ensures a learned, devoted son and all good fortune. एतच्चरित्वा एतच्चरित्वा विधिवद्व्रतं विभोर् अभीप्सितार्थं लभते पुमानिः स्त्री चैतद् आस्थाय लभेत सौभगं श्रियं प्रजां जीवपतिं यशोगृहम्. If this vow or ritualistic ceremony is observed according to the description of Shastras, even in this life, a man will be able to achieve all the benedictions he desires from the Lord. A wife who performs this ritualistic ceremony will surely receive good fortune, opulence, sons, a long living husband, a good reputation, and a good home. कन्या च विन्देत समग्रलक्षणं पतिं इव अवीर हतकिल्बिषां गतिं मृतप्रजा जीवसुता धनेश्वरी सुदुर्भगा सुभगा रूपम् अर्घ्यं विन्देद्विरूपा विरुजा विमुच्यते य आमया वीन्द्रियकल्यदेहम् एतत्पथन् अभ्युदये च कर्मणि अनन्तरतृप्ते पितृदेवतानां तुष्टा प्रयच्छन्ति समस्तकामान् होमावसाने उत श्रीहरिश्च राजन्महन् मरुतां जन्म पुण्यं दितेर्वृतं चाभिहितं महत्ते. If a unmarried girl observes this vrata, she will be able to get a very good husband. If a woman who is avira, who has no husband or son, executes this ritualistic ceremony, she can be promoted to spiritual world. A woman whose children have died after birth can get a child with a long duration of life and also become very fortunate in possessing wealth. If a woman is unfortunate, she will become fortunate and if ugly, she will become beautiful. By observing this vrata, a deceased man can gain relief from his disease and have an able body with which to work. If one recites this narration while offering oblations to the Pitas and demigods, especially during the Shraddha ceremony, the demigods and inhabitants of Pitraloka will be extremely pleased with him and bestow upon him the fulfillment of all desires. After one performs this ritualistic ceremony, Lord Vishnu and his wife, Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, are very pleased with him. O King Parikshit, now I have completely described how Diti performed this ceremony and had good children, the Maruts, and a happy life. I have tried to explain this to you as elaborately as possible. Hare Krishna. This ends this chapter 19 from the sixth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So this also brings to the end of this, wonderful canto. A thought came to my mind. Maybe um, tomorrow we could go through a summary of sixth canto, what we have covered, and the the importance of this before we can, before we move to the next canto. And before we, close the day, we could go through the purports and. Yeah, of course, they are not that much, but some of the important points are highlighted here. I'm just going to. Okay. So, alamte nirapekshaya. Nirapekshaya in different means apeksha means to expect something or with expectation. Nirapeksha is to be indifferent. It said she should then pray to the Lord. But she's saying, I do not beg you for opulence. Uh, for that reason, Prabhupada mentions a devotee knows how to appreciate the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnam Sya Purnamadaya Purnam Evavasishyate. Uh, so the Supreme Personality of Godhead is perfect and complete. Om Purnam. Purnam means complete. Purnamada. Purnam Adah Purnam Idam Purnat Purnam Udachyate. He is completely perfect. All emanation complete come from him. Purnasya Purnam Adaya. He is still the complete. Whatever is produced of the complete whole is also complete in itself. Because he is the complete whole, even though so many complete units emanate from him, he remains the complete balance. Adaya. Purnasya mevavasishyate. Whatever is left, is that left is doesn't mean that it's partial. Even that left is whatever remaining, expansions out of him that comes. It doesn't mean that, okay, now if a hand is severed, then the person has no hand. No, Krishna is still completely full. When everything is coming from him, still everything is complete and he himself is also complete. Therefore, to take shelter of the Supreme Lord is required. Whatever a devotee needs will be supplied by the complete Supreme Personality of Godhead. Tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam ahamya aham. Therefore, a pure devotee will not ask anything from the Lord. He simply offers the Lord his respectful obeisances, and Lord is prepared to accept whatever the devotee can secure to worship him. Even patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam, leaf, flower, fruit, or water. There is no need to artificially exert oneself. It is better to be plain and simple and with respectful obeisances offer to the Lord whatever one can secure. The Lord is completely able to bless the devotee with all opulences. So from this shloka, purport Prabhupada, what he has given, and also, preparing ourselves for tomorrow. Usually, we know that when a big festival is there, then a day before is called Adivasa um, to prepare ourselves, our thoughts, how we want to spend the next day. So here it is said, we don't have to create something artificial. Or now we have seen, oh, Pumsavana Vrata is so nice, oh, let's do it. No, we could stick to simple, plain and simple chant and hear Harikatha. These things are so powerful. In fact, in the next sloka is saying, "O my Lord, because you are endowed with causeless mercy, all opulences, all prowess, and all glory, strength, and transcendental qualities, you are the supreme personate of Godhead, master of everyone." In the purport Prabhupada says, in this verse, the words Tathosi Bhagavan Prabhu means Tatho. Tata means therefore. Tathosi Bhagavan Prabhu. Prabhu is the master. Bhagavan. He says, therefore, you are the supreme personate of Godhead, the master of everyone. In the purport Prabhupada is saying there are six opulences, and the Lord has all. He is extremely kind, in spite, it says, and moreover, he is extremely kind to his devotee. Although he is full in himself, he nonetheless wants all the living entities to surrender unto him so that they may engage in his service. Thus he becomes satisfied. So one may think why we should surrender to the Lord? Why is the Lord mechanism is designed such a way that we surrender to him? The reason is because of misusing the freedom, we may end up going from the human form of life even to even more abominable life in hellish planets. So the Lord is saying, hey, better you follow. At least I have given you guidelines how to lead a life of goodness and appreciate what is life of devotion. And by practicing these two things, you can be saved. And by instructing or by advising or recommending, whatever we call, through this, the Lord is not demanding us to surrender, because the Lord is always giving us the free will to choose what we want to do. But he wants, at least he wants that. Why? Because that is yoga kshemam. That is the good fortune of the individual when they are engaged in the service. So why the Lord needs service? It's not for his pleasure, but he is giving the opportunity that we can serve him and we can be pleased. We can have bliss. Um, Sometimes he tells his devotees in a dream that his temple and his garden are now very old and that he cannot enjoy them very nicely. Thus, he requests the devotees to repair them. Sometimes he is buried in the earth and as if unable to come out himself. He requests his devotees to rescue him. So, this is in the case of Madhavendra Puri. When Madhavendra Puri is in Govardhan, at that time when he was doing his bhajan in the bhajan kutir, a dream came and said, I am stuck, I am in covered, and they have took him out, and then they started worshipping Gopalji. And I think this Gopalji is one who is a Srinath ji who is worshipped, if I'm not wrong. Mhm. So, yeah, so on one side, when the Lord is complete, when He's all powerful, of course, one of the qualities of one of the six qualities or opulences is to be all powerful. He's all powerful, but he even uh, although he is alone, although he alone is quite competent to perform this task, he requests his devotee to preach his glories all over the world. Even though the Supreme Personality of Godhead is endowed with all possessions and is self sufficient, he depends on his devotees. Therefore, the relationship of the Lord with his devotees is extremely confidential. In fact, um, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who was a lion guru, and he very strongly established Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta. And but still, he left something so that his followers, like Prabhupada, could further uh, expand the legacy. And Prabhupada also, yeah, in spite of establishing ISKCON all over the world, and the Krishna consciousness movement has spread like fire, still there is something. It is not that he cannot do it. He can definitely do it. but he gives a chance for his disciples so that they can engage in this service. So this is that way there is a relationship. Only the devotee can perceive how the Lord, although full in himself, depend on his devotees for some particular work. Right? Same thing. Guru can do, yeah, he is empowered by the Lord, but he delegates it to his disciples, to his followers, so that they get the Sukriti. This is explained in Bhagavad Gita 11:33, where the Lord tells Arjuna, Nimitta matram bhava savya sachin. O Arjuna, merely be an instrument in the fight. Lord Krishna had the competence to win the battle of Kurukshetra, but nonetheless he induced his devotee Arjuna to fight and become the cause of victory. Why? So that he gets the name and fame. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was quite competent enough to spread his holy name and mission all over the world, but still he depended upon his devotee to do this work. Considering all these points, the most important aspect of the Supreme Lord's self-sufficiency is that he depends on his devotees. This is called his causeless mercy. We ask now, what is the causeless mercy? There should be a cause for it. What is that cause for this causeless mercy? Is the Lord is dependent on his devotees. In spite, he is completely self-sufficient and he want to bless us so that we can enjoy. Hmm. The devotee who has perceived this causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead by realization can understand the master and the servant. And then there is glorification. After profusely glorifying Lord Vishnu, Kashyapa Muni said to glorify Mother Lakshmi. Hmm. The Lord has multifarious potencies. Who is Mother Lakshmi? Hmm. Uh, Parasya Shaktir Vividhaiva Shruyate. Since Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, is the Lord's very precious potency, she is addressed here as Mahamaya. The word Maya means Shakti. Hmm. Lord Vishnu cannot exhibit his power everywhere without his principal energy. It is said, Shakti, Shaktiman, Abheda. Hmm? The power and the powerful are identical. Therefore, Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, is the constant companion of Lord Vishnu. They remain together constantly. One cannot keep Lakshmi in one's home without Lord Vishnu. To think that one can do so is very dangerous. That's very, very important. Yeah, sometimes we come across this kind of worship. What is that? Yeah, typically in India, we may see sometimes these one has Ganesh ji, so that yeah, no obstacles and all flourishment, uh, and then Lakshmi, Lakshmi ji for wealth, and then Ganesh, I said Lakshmi and usually they
सरस्वती
have this three. Huh?
सरस्वती प्रभु जय है उसी लक्ष्मी गणेश एंड सरस्वती फोटो
No, 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 no. Um, yes, I mean before, I mean when I was started to share this, I that came to me in my mind. Okay, but anyway, the point there is that they worship Mother Lakshmi separately, where there is Lord Vishnu's murti or photo form or is not there, while some are very interested, of course. Is it Saraswati as you said, or I still see some Lord rather than goddess?
so yeah, I searched in Google. I see this Lakshmi, Saraswati, and Ganesh photo.
Ganesh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so that makes also reasonable, right? One wants wisdom, yeah, knowledge. One wants no obstacles. One wants wealth. Okay. Yeah, thank you. So in that way, we can see, therefore, so one cannot keep Lakshmi in one's home without Lord Vishnu. To think that one can do so is very dangerous. To keep Lakshmi or the riches of the Lord without the service of the Lord is always dangerous. For then Lakshmi becomes the illusory energy, and that's why she's a Mahamaya. With Lord Vishnu, however, Lakshmi is the spiritual energy. Huh? So, and this verse number 7, Prabhupada highlights that there is this mantra, right? Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya Mahanubhavaya Mahavibhutipataye Saha Mahavibhutivibhir Balim. There is this Upaharitimi. And then after this mantra, then there are these upacharas that are performed. So this Prabhupada writes, this mantra is very important. Anyone engaged in devotees in deity worship should chant this mantra as quoted above, beginning with Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya. Usually, yeah, Srila Prabhupada emphasizes so much about the holy name, yeah, and in fact, that is saving grace, and that's already fully potent and powerful. And yeah, if someone is a second initiated and he is doing deity worship, yeah, to sing the glories of the Lord, one may want to have, yeah, various um, shlokas, stutis. Yeah, these are like glorifying. This mantra is basically stuti, to sing the glory of the Lord. And this is also part of the deity worship. Otherwise, deity worship is just mechanical. It just becomes mechanical. No one has to appreciate the attributes of the Lord. हविशेषं च जुहुयाद अनिले द्वादशाहि द्वादशाहुति ओम नमो भगवते महापुरुषाय महाविभूति पतये स्वाहिते. And this goes further. I mean, yeah. Or maybe I'll take the remaining part tomorrow and summarize the sixth canto. I think it's already 9, 10. Any questions or thoughts before we close? No? Good. Then have a nice evening. पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. वृंदावन श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. निताय गौर प्रेमानंद. हरे कृष्ण. Tomorrow we have Nirjala at home. Tomorrow